this section, we're gonna work on some other graphical settings like the symbols. Anyway, when we model these stairs or we draw them, we can open view and then visibility graphics. After that, I search for stairs like this. Here we got a stairs, and we got above cut that is related to the upstairs or the above part, and also here we got the riser lines, cut marks, and hidden lines. As you can see, that each of these items can be adjusted and controlled, and you can easily adjust it. For instance, in order to show you different kinds of types, I open this in the stairs. I open edit type here in support, right support. We'll talk about it later. I set it to stringer closed and stringer closed for left and right support type. As you can see, we have added the stringers or supports at the sides of the stair. And as you can see, I want to move the rectangle for the view range to show you the stringers. I turned it off, and again let me select the view range. I want to specify 2800s for the height of the cut plane, off. Then let me open the visibility graphics override. Then in model category, I search for stairs, and here we got the category of stair, and these are the subcategories like above, outline, riser, tread, and so on. Again, I search for stair, and if I uncheck supports and then I click on apply, then they'll be hidden from the view. As you can see, the supports or stringers are not visible now, but I can enable it. But then I can uncheck above supports. I mean, the supports will be visible up to the cut line. Watch this. So we can display the supports up to the cut line, and after that they are not visible. And here for the line of the supports, we can consider a line for them. Okay, and then for above supports, I choose a different color like this, or I can choose red for this. However, let me see, I just make it lighter. Watch this. And if I enable above, as you can see, we got these supports at the above part, but the color is not dark as the other parts before the cut line. Or we can choose or decide on displaying the cut mark or hiding it. Watch this. And also for the colors, for instance, for the cut marks of the bottom part, I can choose blue, and then for above the cut mark, I can choose blue, and then I make it light by this way. Check it out. Or for example, for the nosing, we can choose to hide it or make it invisible, or I can hide the nosing lines, and I can select the nosing line and then specify a different color like purple, and for the above nosing lines a different color to the other nosing. Watch this, this is the result. Or I can make the above nosing invisible, And for the above thread, let me see. Watch this. I uncheck thread or risers. Look, as you can see, I have deleted the risers and the threads, and we got access to the concrete. Again, I display them, so you can adjust them based on your needs. And if I disable the outlines, watch this, above outlines, they will be invisible. And if I uncheck all of the above items, support, riser, outline, then they will be hidden at all, but I can keep the outline. Watch this, and we can make the cut marks, above cut marks, invisible, since we'll need some sections in the project that the outline must be hidden or visible, that we use these items in visibility and graphics. And if we make the threads an invisible one riser, and we'll have the concrete, so we can control the displayment of these stairs, every single items, nosing, riser, threads. And note that here we got access to the displayment of projection surface and cut. For instance, if I uncheck thread and risers, in fact, these are not visible, but if I check it, they will be visible. We control their visibilities, in fact. And if I want to consider some patterns for them, that the patterns are not available for the subcategories, but we can specify a pattern for the stairs, the whole stair, as you can see, and also choosing a color for it, like this way. And also I can make the color transparent, and for the cut pattern, when it is cut, the object is cut, I can choose this color, the lighter version, and then I make these visible. And then, since here is cut, we got nothing. Anyway, this was the process of controlling visibility graphics override. Let me specify the sensor to 50%, and again I click on OK to save the changes. Like this way you can create these stairs that are valuable, that the risers, threads, nosing, and every single parts can be controlled by visibility graphics, specifying new colors for them. Watch this, for the riser lines of bottom and above. The background here is white, that if I want to change it, if I choose a black theme for canvas, watch this, again I return it to its default mode. I open the 3D view like this way. Let me remove the supports, that we'll talk about them later. So by this way we can adjust the stairs. Again, let me search for these stairs, and I want to adjust the outlines. For the bottom outline, that I want to choose red for it, 4 for line weight, and then for above outline I lighten it, and 2 for line weight. And if I disable thin lines, then we'll see the specified line weight and colors for outline. So how do you want to show or display your stairs in your projects? From Manage tab, Object Styles and Annotation, Stair Path, here, Stair Path, Down arrows and up arrows, I select this tree and then choose white for them since the background is purple. However, you can choose other colors too, like this way. Let me choose another color except white. Again, stair path, down arrows and up arrows. Let me choose a different color for them, like this one. Okay, better. And I want to mention that if I open level 2, as you can see, none of them are visible here. The colors are different. Only the color of the stair path is fixed since we have applied it on object style that has been applied on the entire project, not on the specific view. As I mentioned before, the changes you make in visibility graphics will only applied on the current view. But if we make changes in the object styles, it will be applied on the entire projects and the entire views, and it does not matter where we are looking at the model. So you can decide on what you want to use, object styles or visibility graphics overrides.